Today I'm going to discuss how I organize my daughter's homeschooling curriculum and what I use. I don't normally like to share what I use because everyone has their own thoughts and opinions on the curriculum, but for me the curriculum isn't the only thing I use to teach her with. It's kind of a guideline I use on what to teach that year. I do supplement it a lot with other things. So we don't just sit there and just do the books and that's it. This is how I organize it for the whole year. I have everything labeled. And I put all her curriculum, it's student-led, and so her score keys are all in here, along with her test. After each book there's a test, and I also keep her attendance in this one, along with her end-of-the-year tests. This is mostly for me. And this one is her workbook. That's what all of her workbooks are in. She will eventually have a folder in here too that has her reading log and her journal entries. Now, I do use ACE, but I do not only use ACE. I use a lot of other things to supplement along with the ACE. The thing I like about it is that it's student-led. Their math is not Common Core based, which I don't agree with, and I find that very confusing for the kids to learn that way. And they have a solid English curriculum. The thing I don't like is that they're super uber religious. So we don't, while I have my beliefs and everything, but I don't believe in being super overzealous on it. So we don't really worry about like writing down all the scriptures and memorizing them and all that. That's just not something that's important to me. And like there's little packets in here that they're supposed to like look in the Bible and write down answers. We don't do that either. I mostly use it just for the workbook aspect. And for the history and science, because, it's religious, I supplement with other things. Like I have her read books about, important historical people on top of their history. Because I want her to have more than one viewpoint for her history. And the same with the science. I want her to have more than one viewpoint for the science. So I have other magazines that come every month that she uses. And we also do a lot of labs. And she goes to a homeschool group once a week for that as well. So like I said, you don't have to just get books and that's all they get to do. I mean, homeschooling is a lot more than just the books. This is just what I use for my guide. And that's it. That's another thing I like about the curriculum. It's compact. I don't have to have all these huge, ginormous textbooks all over the place. Because for me, the books are just, a small part of it, of the teaching. If all you're going to do is use the books, it's, you're not going to get as good of a outcome, in my opinion. And then each of these books, they finish one in 3 weeks, and then they take a test, and then they can go on to the next one if they pass the test. If they don't, they have to redo the previous booklet, because, they might have not gotten as far along, or not understood everything that was in that book. So that's it for that. The only other thing you have to have is she has a calculator, and she has to have pencils, which we need to go buy, and notebook paper, and that's it. That's really all you need to start out the year. I think she's also going to need a compass this year for her math. But other than that, that's it. That's all that her homeschooling requires as far as that. Everything else she gets either at the homeschool group, or I have stuff that, comes monthly, or I have books already. Like for her first book, she's going to read a book about the life of Mark Twain. So, alright, that's it.